Happy New Year, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me for your January 2017 reading with me, Lorien. And a very happy birthday to those Capricorns who are born in January. I'd like to take this time to thank you so much for subscribing and sharing, liking, commenting. I really love all the interactions with you guys. And here's hoping 2017 starts off with very good news for you, which we'll see in a minute. So we're going to use a new deck that I was gifted for Christmas. This is the Fairy Tarot cards by Drawing Virtue, and the Archangel Oracle deck is going to give us the monthly overview by Drawing Virtue too. Okay, so let's have a look. As I shuffle, I will just remind you that this is a general reading for your Sun, Moon and Rising signs in Capricorn. You can get a personal reading from myself at the link below. And if you are interested in a 2017 year overview specifically for you, they are now 50% off, so they're half price. So check the special offers tab on my website to grab that reading, or if you're more interested in a birthday reading, there's a special offer for Capricorns, and Aquarius starts soon as well, so Capricorn/Aquarius offers will start very shortly. You can also join me on Patreon for more rewards such as rune readings and crystal readings beginning in the new year. So you can take a look at Patreon as well, just for the additional content there. Let's have a look. Alright, just making sure these are really shuffled. I have done several shuffles earlier. So, and I know I've done, I've done a practice read and I know they're all shuffled. So let's have a look and see. These are gorgeous cards. Okay, Capricorn, what's coming up for you in January 2017? I might actually shuffle the Archangel deck afterwards, so let's see. Wow, the High Priestess, Ace of Summer, Seven of Summer, and Six of Summer. Okay, let's see if I can move this camera so you can see a little bit better. There we go. So let's just double check what these have to say, because I have got into the energy of them. They're very light energy. They're actually a bit more spring to me, and they do seem to be incredibly light and gorgeous cards, but I do feel that they would fit in with any other season. I'll probably do a review of them later on, but let me have a look and see what they're telling you, dear Capricorn. Okay, a lot of emotion. And it may actually be because this is your birthday month, for those of you who have Sun in Capricorn. This is all about transitions, as far as they're telling me. And there is a playful energy here, and it's not just from the cards themselves. They seem to want to come through and tell you there is possibility in your future. There's a lot more potential. These are very light cards. They're not focused on the dreary and the scary like a lot of other decks are. These are basically saying that you need to burst forwards and be very strong in yourself, and I do think you will get that opportunity. So let's have a look at the first one, which is the High Priestess. So this says trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Now I'd go a step further, and I would actually say that this is also telling you that you've known the answer for a while. You've got a lot of wisdom within you, Capricorn. You have a lot of truth to come through from you, and I also feel that there's quite a significant amount of patience that you've had. It may have been that you wanted to tell somebody something in particular and you then felt you couldn't do it, or it wasn't the right time. The right time is coming. They're saying to make your move when you feel that is right, and I think that you may actually notice that the time is pretty much on its way, if not near as damn it this month. But a definite trust your intuition. Basically, I feel that the book is very symbolic of you. Sometimes to some people you can be like a closed book. People can't read you. And I think this time you may be opening up a little bit more so people can actually see what is going on in your mind and what is actually ticking beneath that. Okay, so the Ace of Summer here. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I actually feel this is more of an inner peace. The dove is literally jumping out at me. So I would say this is not just about rejuvenation or opening your heart to love. I think it's more about inner peace within yourself. You may feel like while you're opening up to people and while you are opening up like this book here, it could be that you feel more in tune with yourself and what you're actually wanting to achieve. And I do feel that the psychic abilities, along with the High Priestess, who's very representative of psychic ability, you could actually feel more in tune with what's going on around you and how you want to be perceived and how you want to make your mark on the world. Because as I know, 2016 has been tough for a lot of us, and 2017 is the start of a new brand. It's the start of a new course for people, and especially if it's your solar return this year, you know, in January, you're going to be seeing the start of something new from the very beginning, unlike others who may actually see this towards March. I feel for a few people, February, March is going to be more their beginning. Okay, so 7 of Summer. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Capricorns that I know love to analyze because you want to make sure that you're making the right decision. That in itself can be very frustrating for others around you, but I think in this instance you may get frustrated at yourself for not being able to commit to a path, or being worried to commit to the path in case it's the wrong one. Don't be afraid. Like I say, if you are able to transition from 2016 to 2017 in one piece, you've achieved a lot more than many other people have. And also I get the impression that this is just saying, go for it. There is a kind of element of peace here. I also feel that there's quite a significant generosity here for you too. There's something very deep and meaningful coming through here, saying that you will find the right path. It's almost like you hold up a compass and the compass will tell you where it is you want to be, and you just have to follow that line. It'll tell you your heart's desire, kind of like the compass. I think what they're trying to show me is kind of like the compass out of Pirates of the Caribbean 2 or whatever, where it shows you what your heart's desire is and leads you towards that. 6 of Summer then. Children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they originally occurred, how they really occurred. This could be reflecting on 2016, to be honest, where you have been, where you are now, what you wanted to do, what you failed to do. Okay, they're just saying be aware that failure is not really real. For instance, you said, oh, I wanted to finish that project, or I wanted to find love and I didn't, I'm such a failure, or whatever. That isn't really real. It's you putting on a time restraint to something that has to be more organic and maybe is meant for another time. So if you feel like you didn't act quick enough, or you weren't ready for something, you're probably right, you probably weren't ready for it, which means a better opportunity is going to come through. So don't feel too nostalgic or lamenting about what has actually been. I do feel that you're going through a process now of looking back and feeling more comfortable with things, but don't procrastinate and don't beat yourself up about things which are not your fault. Just of circumstance, victim of circumstance, victim of time, probably a victim of 2016 too, with the way it's going. So it's just one of those things. You were very jumpy, so I'm going to have a look and see what you say. Healthy lifestyle. I feel this is more about being free from worries. Okay, do you want to come through too? Sensitivity. There we go. So you've got eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, exercise regularly. You're extra sensitive to your energies and emotions right now, only yourself and your feelings. This is very important. I think that you do need to kind of fine tune what is going on within yourself, and make note. If you want a mental health day, take a mental health day. That's very important. If you want to have a very vegetarian week or whatever, do that. If you want to take time off work just to get yourself sorted, do that. You are very important. You cannot function on very limited sleep or anything like that. And I think, again, this is your time to start being comfortable. whether it's with yourself or your situation. If you're overly sensitive to certain things, it'll start getting at you, it'll start bringing you down a little bit. And I feel that this is very important for you, just to kind of move on from things and, just honour yourself. I think this last line is very important. Honour yourself, Capricorn. Again, don't overly complicate things, don't overanalyze things. Pick a direction, go for it. Don't worry that it won't turn out like, you wanted it to, because last time it didn't. You're a different person now. This is a new year. You've got more of an open book and you're feeling more open to opportunity. As soon as you do that, things will come and make sense to you. And I'm really hoping that January is a very good, settled time for everybody. But if you want a reading, let me know. I'll have a look at your personal questions and I'll be able to answer anything for you. Also, do let me know how January goes for you. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, as you often do, my lovely Capricorns. And I really hope that this new year starts as it means to go on, with a lot of peace and a lot of tranquility for you. Take care, and I look forward to reading for you soon.